Okay. We're gonna watch the chainsaw one first. We got the chainsaw one and the Cash App one. You guys want chainsaw or Cash App first? 1 if you want chainsaw, 2 if you want Cash App. Or you can just type it. That was my neck in case you were curious what that sound was. Two for chainsaw, 1 for Cash App. That was a Red Bull, in fact. It was Juneberry flavored. I thought about not opening it and saving it for another day, but I want it. Your neck is so snappy, like a slap bracelet. My whole body's so snappy, like... Those are my fingers. I cracked them earlier, so not all of them could crack again. The bad apple monster. No, because most monsters are sugar-free, and sugar-free energy drinks make me sick immediately. Okay. We're doing the chainsaw one first. Okay. These new buttons make me feel like a child.
It's December 27th, 2022, at an apartment complex in Orlando, Florida, where a woman reports that her roommate has been missing since Christmas.
Okay. Christmas.
Hello.
Is that a good audio? Let me know if it needs to be up or down.
Police meet their caller, seen here, and identify her as 39-year-old Jazelle Victoria Gonzalez.
That's not me.
Who told police
That's not me. Sorry. I freaked out. I freaked out.
Pacheco for days. Investigators also learned the missing woman's son had not heard from her either, which, according to an
Hi,
arrest
Rippy.
report,
Hello.
was
Hi.
highly
Hi.
unusual
Hello.
for the
Hi.
family.
It zoomed in on it. It did that, and I was right there, and I was like, oh. I was like, that's not me. I am not Jazelle Victoria Gonzalez.
Victoria Gonzalez, who told police she hasn't seen or heard from her roommate, Rooney Liedi Medina Pacheco, for days. Investigators also learned the missing woman's son had not heard from her either, which, according to an arrest report, was highly unusual for the family.
So, control your dog, ma'am.
Due to the circumstances, Jazelle successfully filed Rooney as a missing person. But 1 week later, investigators questioned Jazelle again. An arrest affidavit shows Jazelle told investigators she last...
I'm sorry, it's really bothering me. I hate when people with little dogs don't control their little ass dog. It's still an animal. This needs to go away. He's fucking running around. You should have precautions in place. If someone knocks on your door and your dog bolts out and you have to chase it down, especially a place like that, it's just so embarrassing to me. It's so embarrassing. Control your little fucking dog.
Spoke to Rooney on Christmas Eve and had heard her talking on the phone on Christmas morning before leaving her room around 1 p.m. when she says she noticed her roommate was gone. Jazelle also said the pair, both from the Dominican Republic, had gotten into a heated argument a week prior to Rooney's disappearance. The fight was allegedly over $3,000 of Rooney's money, but suddenly went missing while the roommates were preparing to send packages to the Dominican Republic. One of Rooney's co-workers would later tell detectives that Rooney believed Jazelle
why don't you have a kennel?
And threatened to call police. As the investigation continued, detectives noted that Rooney's employer and her family had still not heard from her, and her passport had not been used. Rooney's mother also told detectives she called her daughter on Christmas Day when she said an unknown female answered, quote, in an aggressive manner, saying Rooney could not come to the phone before hanging up. Investigators would later track Rooney's cell phone movements, which they said matched with Jazelle's location and movement, including on Christmas Day when that call was placed.
Bro, you killed her on Christmas?
Circumstances don't end there. A day before Rooney
you killed a mother on Christmas.
Discovered Jazelle had allegedly stopped at a Lowe's where they said surveillance footage shows her purchasing a chainsaw, before heading over to a Walmart where she allegedly bought trash bags, rubber gloves, and Dawn dish soap.
You got this.
That
This
takes us
is
to
so
February
amateur.
15th, 2023, when detectives decide they have plenty more to talk to Jazelle about.
Why are we at a store?
No, I was hoping so too. So, what time do you get to work today? Huh? What time do you get done today?
Oh, she's at work.
Ya casi. Ya voy a salir casi ya. Ya a las 5, 10 minutos.
Oh, okay. She's in like 10 minutes. We'll wait for your time. Okay. Yeah. Is that okay? Okay. All right. Cool.
I can tell that detective suspects her, but like he's like
Jazelle, so
keeping it cool.
So I was wondering, would you come back to the station?
Tenemos información nueva en el caso, o sea, quiere saber si puede venir para atrás, para la estación de nosotros.
Estación, sí.
Sí, hablar con nosotros.
¿A qué hora?
Yeah.
What time?
No, ahora sí puede.
No.
Her body language sickens me.
Jazelle
She's like
agrees to
so
talk to
open.
detectives who escort her to the police station.
All right. So we just want to go over.
She don't know that they know.
Come out and we're trying to figure this out. We're trying to find her.
Are we arresting her?
Still,
Right now, we're asking her more questions.
Maybe you can help us out with some of the stuff that we found. So okay. So we looked at Rooney's phone locations, right?
Chequeamos todas las locaciones del teléfono de ella.
And if I had,
I wonder when we're gonna
it
see it
looks
like click
almost like-
in her face that they
Well,
know.
let me put it this way: on the 26th, the phone shows at a place, okay, at about 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And it's a store, and so we went to that store and we have some video from there.
She's starting to look a
What do you-
little more
what do you think we
defensive.
saw in that video.
¿Entendiste lo que él dijo?
Que fueron al store, a una tienda. Que yo fui. O que ella fue.
She said, I don't know, that she was there, or that Rooney was there, or they were there.
Well, I mean, just
Because I said, what do you think the video is going to show? And that's what she just said. She
Okay.
said, I don't know, I was there, or Rooney was there.
Have a good time,
or
Blades.
we were
well,
both there.
is it both? Were you with Rooney there?
I don't know. Dígame usted.
¿Estaba con
I
Rooney ese
don't
día?
know. Yes or no? I don't know.
No.
What?
¿No estaba con ella? ¿No?
But would it show you there?
¿Ah?
¿Tú crees que el video va a enseñar que tú estabas ahí?
Posiblemente. Sí, era. Yo fui a una tienda en la mañana.
Okay. She said she did go to a store in the morning. ¿A qué hora fuiste?
Smelly princess with you on frame.
En esos días,
El 26, específicamente el 26.
en la Semoran es una ferretería.
¿Una qué?
Una ferretería.
Fretería.
Es Lowe's.
Oh, Lowe's.
Lowe's.
O
Sí.
Home Depot, uno de esos.
Okay. So she said she did go to a Lowe's or Home Depot, one of those, on Cimarron.
Okay.
Okay.
So you remember that?
Ajá, ahora sí.
So you, oh my god, I think she knows she's cooked. I think she knows she's cooked. Has Irish done any crime lately? Do we need to bring you in for interrogation? No, I have not done any crime lately, unfortunately. No other Absol, may I hold your hand? No, you can hold other members of chat's hand, no. They might hold your hand. My hands are off limits. I just broke my fucking hair clip. My hands need to be on this hair clip that I was fidgeting with, and now it's broken, so I guess I have to find something else to fidget with. Damn it. I use this to hold my hair up when I'm gaming, so I don't have a meltdown that there's hair touching me. That's so sad. It held on for so long. Sadly, I don't hold hands before marriage. Gaming brother, you're so real. Can you hold my paws, though? Instead of holding your paw, what if you just sat in my lap? You can curl up and purr, and I'll make sure to give you head pats. I need to be hands-free. Forcefully acquires one to know his hands. Oh no! Okay, so I think she killed her roommate Rooney, stuffed her in her trunk, and was like, "Oh shit, I don't know what to do with this now." And we'll come back to easy. And so she goes to Lowe's, buys a chainsaw, goes to Walmart, buys gloves and trash bags. Did they find the body yet? Did they go and find the body yet? Or are they just like, well, we don't need to find the body yet. Let's just go start asking her questions. Find the body.
¿Se te recuerda eso? Okay.
Do you remember?
Yo fui a una tienda.
Free chainsaw.
Do you remember what you bought at the Lowe's?
¿Te recuerdas?
¿Matas?
Pero de motor,
De motor.
Okay, so it says she bought a machine that has a motor to cut like trees and plants and stuff.
Do you remember going anywhere else now?
Why would you buy a
remember going
chainsaw if you live in an
anywhere else now
apartment?
That we're asking, like before work. Did you go anywhere else?
No.
No.
So the day?
You didn't go to
Did you
Walmart
on
after?
the 26th?
Fuiste a Walmart el día 26.
Sí.
For what?
Okay.
¿A qué hora? Sí, antes de entrar a trabajar creo que sí fui a Walmart.
Do you remember going anywhere else? No. So you don't remember going to Walmart that day? Oh yeah, I do. Girl. To be fair, if anyone buys a chainsaw, gloves, and trash bag, I think they're helping their family. Well, her roommate's also missing shortly after that. Ad start in 5 seconds, I'm sorry. Maybe a Christmas gift or something for someone. It was December 26th, I recall. December 26th that they went to Lowe's and Walmart. So, step bro, hello, hi. So the day after Christmas, and then her roommate's also missing. Late Christmas gift. But it looks bad with the roommate missing too, no? Like it looks real bad. Yeah, my roommate's missing, but before she went missing, me and her, I went to Lowe's by myself and purchased a chainsaw, even though my roommate's phone location was also right with me the whole time. That's what I'm saying. This is just so suspicious. This, unfortunately, is suspicious. Oh, I don't remember going anywhere that day. You don't remember going to Lowe's? Oh yeah, I went to Lowe's and I bought this machine that's got a motor in it for cutting down trees. A chainsaw. Okay. Did you go anywhere else after? Knowing that she went to Walmart? No, I didn't go anywhere else after. So you don't remember going to Walmart? Oh, no, I did go to Walmart. They bought it together. What's going on here? Well, I don't think Rooney is on the footage of like the CCTV. I think she brought the body with her. Surely all just a coincidence. Alice, hello, hi, hello, hi. Surely it's just a coinky dink. Why would she bring the roommate's phone as a question? Because she's stupid. Something ain't adding up here. She killed her. She
said she thinks she went before she went to work on that Monday.
For what? What did she buy?
¿Y qué compraste en Walmart?
No llegué a comprar nada, creo.
She doesn't think she bought anything.
You don't think you bought anything? You didn't buy. You didn't buy trash bags and gloves?
She said she went to Walmart trying to get the same thing she bought at Lowe's. The machine.
¿Cuál es más barato?
But she bought it at Lowe's. Why would she go to Walmart to try and buy the thing she just bought at Lowe's?
Well, she doesn't remember. She went to Walmart first and Lowe's first.
Okay. So she's saying she didn't buy. Did you buy?
She's saying she didn't buy anything at Walmart.
She didn't buy anything at Walmart, but she went to Walmart after. But she was looking to buy a chainsaw at
Jazelle
Walmart.
eventually admits to buying the chainsaw and shopping at Walmart the day before she reported Rooney missing.
The day before
When
she was
the detective
missing.
reveals he knows more than he's letting on.
That's why I never bring my phone. No narc's gonna get the drop on me. If I was going to kill someone, I would probably do everything on foot or by bike, right? No Apple Watch, no phone. Make sure my victim's phone, Apple Watch, Apple Tag, check everything is. Strip them naked, search for everything that could be a tracker. If they're microchipped, that was my bad. Clearly that's someone obsessive enough to microchip them. I think if I ever had a lover that I was really obsessed with, I'd probably microchip them. But I digress. Right. Just take all of that out. Redress them because I don't want to see them naked. It's all gonna use a 2010 model car. But the thing is, I have a 2023 model car, so they'd be like, well, why'd you get this 2010 model car? You sound like you've done this before. Okay, no, so I would probably drive over something with my car, then go rent a 2010 model car. I could do that. I could like slightly injure my car. But then they'd also look out for the car that I just rented. See, obviously the car is a problem. The car is a problem. get my story real straight afterwards because inconsistencies and I always get yes. So I would practice my alibi so good I would get hammered while saying my alibi over and over again because eventually if you keep saying it out loud to yourself, you're gonna start believing it. I wanted to have another car for separate services. What separate service? What separate service? At this point in a murder investigation, they're not gonna give a fuck about your privacy. What separate service? As a girl who goes to, my job is not one in which I require a second car. My job is not one in which I could reasonably want a second car. Like, why would I have like my nicer car and then a shitty car? Separate service doing your mom. Ooh, yeah, you're going to jail, buddy. Gaming Brother's been going to jail.
You did buy something, see?
Ah, sí.
Do you remember now?
No, ahora sí me recuerdo.
Do you remember?
Ahora
Look at her giggling. She remembers now. Oh my god, what did you buy?
¿Qué compraste?
no sé. Seguro algo de ahí del trabajo, no sé, plata.
Lending it, renting it out.
What she bought? She said maybe
Ese 2
15.
meses y algo.
Okay. All right. Well, here, let me ask
I do have a nice reputation.
Because
What else?
something's a little off, right? I want to go back to this phone thing because I think
That's the cause so I can have the interview be open book so I can check my notes while they're interviewing
His
me.
phone is in one place, and here you are, and she's not there. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Sorry, I want to draw your attention to whatever's going on with this guy's phone here. Is this his wallpaper? Is that his like? Is this his fucking phone case? What is that? Well, also let me bring this up to 1080. What the hell is that? Bro's watching TikToks off the. What is this? Is this his wallpaper? Also, I do like how they have that old-fashioned tape recorder in the middle. I love an old-fashioned tape recorder. My dad gave me one for college, and I never ended up using it. But Bro has himself as the wallpaper. People who have themselves as the wallpaper scare me. That's a red flag. Is her phone screen cracked?
¿Ella tiene llave para su carro?
No.
Okay. So she's saying
Is a
maybe she left it
selfie?
in her car because she always leaves her car unlocked. So I asked her, does Rooney have keys to her car? She said no,
Always
she
mi
always
carro
leaves
está
it
unlocked.
unlocked. I said, but
Why is
the
your car
driver
always
doesn't have
unlocked?
keys. She said, yeah, but Rooney doesn't have a key to drive it.
Right? If you had her phone.
I
Okay.
don't have the phone.
No, not now. Listen to me. I'm not. Please understand. I'm just trying to understand. If you grabbed her phone, it's okay. We just need to know because that's the only thing that makes sense right now is how did you get her phone? And I'm trying to understand that. So something happened that you got her phone. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Entonces, lo que dice.
So let's
Yeah,
be
we
real.
know you have her
Somebody-
phone.
Somebody answered at the house. That's how somebody answered it. Was it you or who was it that answered the phone? Somebody did.
I don't know.
We know that.
I don't
You know what
know.
I'm saying. Listen. it's
That's not
okay.
gonna
Who
help
was
you.
it? We just need to know who
I
answered.
don't know.
You had the phone the whole night though, right?
In my
Go ahead. It was in your purse.
You had the. Why would you admit you had the phone? I mean, obviously you had to admit it, but like,
she put
I don't know how I got her phone. Sorry, guys.
cartera.
She put it in there? Why would she do that?
And
So you.
I do
you're
not
saying she left
recall.
before- so, okay, so make sure I understand. I just want to make sure I don't want to miss anything. 'Cause
okay.
she comes over there to talk to you. Rooney comes over to talk to you about this money, right? And she's upset about this money. She comes to your house to talk about the money.
She doesn't. She doesn't know.
She doesn't talk about the money with you.
There's a
She says-
money issue.
We don't talk.
Right.
You guys are missing
So,
$3,000. There was $3,000
that
mentioned.
didn't happen.
They were. So they're from the Dominican Republic, and they're gonna send their family money home to the Dominican Republic. They'd send like together packages, and there's like I don't know if like Rooney was missing $3,000 for. Like Rooney was missing $3,000 or Jazelle had $3,000. There's $3,000 involved here, right? And obviously for immigrants who are trying to send money home to their family in impoverished countries, $3,000 is a lot of fucking money, right? Especially around Christmas time, you want to get your family gifts or something. This is a lot of fucking money on the line. And I could understand if Jazelle was like, she just napped or something. I don't know. I don't know who was missing the money. But obviously Jazelle couldn't stand that and killed her.
We don't
Right.
talk.
And then Then you thought but see, you told me that the phone might be in the car, but the whole time you knew it was in your purse.
In the purse.
Right. So you didn't, you don't understand what I'm saying? Like, so now you're saying she put it in there? Then it just doesn't make any sense. She put it in your.
I don't know if Rooney stole or if Jazelle stole.
Does that make a lot of sense to you? That doesn't make
But there's stealing involved in
So
here.
she's saying when she woke up on the 25th, Rooney wasn't there, but the phone was, and it was on the table. And so she physically put it in her
So,
purse.
This is really important.
so it ended up
This
in your
whole
purse,
time
but
you've
now
been
you
asking
put it
me
in your
to try to
purse.
Help us find Rooney, right? And you know that phone.
She's already mixing up her story.
Then why?
At first, it was Rooney put it in her purse herself. Then it was Rooney was missing on the table, so I put it in my purse. Half Dominican here, the Dominican Republic is notorious for some of the most fucked up shit out there. People smack troublemakers with machetes. Listen. All I'm saying is, you guys also gotta be better liars. You can smack a troublemaker with a machete. When I was little, when I was visiting my grandmother in Ukraine, I was climbing over somebody's fence, right? Because I was like, oh, that's a climbable fence. And the grandma came out of her house and she grabbed me by the ear. She goes, I'm going to tell your grandma that you've been acting up. And she slapped me, like full open palm slapped me. I was a child. And so like I went home and I cried to my grandma. My grandma was like, yeah, I just got a phone call from her. You deserved it. And then she slapped my other cheek. So, listen. Sometimes you fuck around and find out with people. You're just playing. No, I was impeding on property. Some of these motherfuckers are too dumb to lie. The gaslighting more than makes up for our stupidity. Gotta gaslight harder. Alright, child abuse. I don't know. It taught me not to be a little shit. I would never hit a kid, but also character development is what I call it now. But yeah, this girl cannot get her fucking story straight.
Why wouldn't you just tell us about the phone when we talk to you?
Yeah, the detective's like,
So,
girl,
porque
you
cuando ella
you
hablaba
look so bad
contigo,
right now.
No le dijiste del teléfono.
No sé.
I don't know.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
No tiene sentido, ¿verdad?
No.
She's trying to
Why does it
look
seem like you're
defensive now. Look at her like fold it
Why
up.
would Rooney think that you took her money?
I don't know. ¿Quién la va a abrir?
Sí. She said she doesn't believe that there was any money. She said if we listen to the conversation she had with her on Saturday, they weren't arguing. They were talking calmly to each other. Rooney was telling her that she was depressed, hadn't eaten in 2 days. And she said that the box was already sealed, and the company sealed it when they got there too. So she's like, there's...
Moments later, another investigator steps into chat with Jazelle before her story starts to unravel.
So what happened with that money? Did you spend it on electric bill? Is there any way to cover
Jazelle was
it?
missing her
And
half of
it's
the
okay,
money.
But I just need to know so we know you're telling the truth about it. Does that make
Rooney
sense?
called her on her shit and Giselle killed her.
Entendí la mayor parte.
¿Entiendes?
So talk
Porque
to
eso
me.
es insignificante. Vuelta o lo que
Sí.
pasó. ¿Ah?
Pretendía pagar de vuelta.
Pretendía pagar de vuelta. She did pretend to pay it back.
Okay. All right. So talk to me. What happened? Tell me about the day, so that way I could clear it up for you, and then we could go forward from here.
Imagine paying your bills couldn't be me. I just got my electric bill in.
Tenía que pagar renta.
I had to
y
pay
no había
rent.
And that's understandable. I get it. It's a lot.
Ella entiende completamente.
Didn't they just raise the rates in Orlando? Like it's crazy right now. What happened to your hands?
Me quemé
She burned it.
When?
Cuando?
en el trabajo.
At
Cuando?
work?
You work at a
So I want to take
Store?
a step back about the phone and find out what she did to the phone.
You
She
burned your
admitted- she
hands
admitted
at
to taking the phone.
unless she works at like a 7-Eleven. I
so
don't see how she could have burned her
There's no
hands
reason for her to
at a
take the
grocery
phone,
store.
But yet she took the phone.
Yeah.
What did she do with it? Or I put it back in the house. There
It's
was
Florida,
reason
no
to
wonder.
take it, but you
It's
took
always
it,
gotta
but
be
there was no reason
Florida.
to leave it and you left.
That's why it looks so nice, even though it's
Right? Why would you take it in
February.
the first place if you're going to leave it right behind afterward?
Yeah.
If you're expecting her to call.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. No tiene sentido. He said, si tú lo llevaste cuando no tenía que llevar, ¿por qué lo va a dejar cuando no tiene que dejar? Porque si por acaso ella te va a llamar todavía, ahora más tiempo
She looks like
todavía
she's trying to
pasado,
breathe a
entonces
bit
más
quicker.
importante tener ese
She's
celular
looking
si
more
por acaso ella
nervous.
llama. Entonces, ahora es la hora de explicar a mí Si tú lo botaste.
Sí lo boté.
Lo botaste.
Rotisserie chicken
Okay,
stands
she
at the
threw it out.
grocery store, burning hands as
Después ya
possible.
comenzaron a-
It looked like a smaller
su
grocery
hija me
store,
estaba
though.
amenazando.
Her daughter was threatening her, so she threw it out.
Yeah, I would be.
1306. Okay, 1306. That's where we were.
They have plenty more to talk to Jazelle about.
I guess. I don't know what's back there.
Can you call me con good news? No.
Sorry, I was very curious about this. I had to go back. I had to fact check.
Threw it out.
Yeah, I would be worried.
Eso tiene sentido.
So you would
Por
just
eso
throw
te
out
estoy
$3,000?
preguntando. El grandote de condominio. She threw it in the dumpster.
Let me.
$3,000 in the dumpster?
Okay. Because I don't want you to dig a hole with us because we're not the detectives. Okay. Is there any way, any chance you still have the phone at all?
¿Alguna chance que por acaso tú tienes celular o sabes dónde podemos encontrar el
Te lo
celular?
juro que no lo tengo.
What kind of chips do you think those are? Lace chips or
She
sun
threw it out.
chips?
She's like,
All
I
right.
don't
Those look
I
like
just
Lay's
wanna
chips
make
to me.
sure, because you're like,
Ellos
oh
solamente
crap,
querían
Right here.
I have the
hacerte eso.
phone and now I can't say it
Fritos?
because I told the detective I didn't have the phone. I just want to make sure because I don't want the detective to find the phone anywhere
Lo boté.
near your house, your person, anything of that nature.
¿Qué basura?
Why
¿Cuál
did you
fue el
report her
condominio?
missing?
Lo mandé en una.
Well, they're roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
That's right. It would be weirder if her roommate didn't report her missing. See, this is kind of a rock and a hard place, right? Murdering your roommate on one hand, right? If you don't report her missing, you're fucked because they'd be like, why didn't you report her missing? Oh, we didn't have a good relationship, so it's none of my business what she gets up to. If you do report her missing, they're also still going to look at you closely. No matter what, they're looking at you closely because you live together. Everyone is a suspect. She got $3K, bitch. Run the fuck away. Make it look like you went missing too. $3,000 isn't enough to completely change your identity. I mean, I feel it. You could still like fake your death and run away, even in today's like vibe, right? There are people we haven't found still, but there are also lots of people that we did find simply because they started fucking around after they faked their deaths. You can get pretty far away though. Yeah, but like, I don't know. If you've like, with this kind of situation, they're working to send money back to their family. So like, I feel like they wouldn't want to risk not having their job anymore to send money back to their family. You can get pretty far, but you have all these obligations tying her down.
Tú le enviaste una caja.
You better not have that phone, girl.
¿Para qué? ¿Para dónde?
Girl, if you still have this phone, you're fucked.
She sent it in a box to Santo Domingo. She didn't even throw it out. She told her sister that it was for a person and not to use it.
Jazelle's story about Rooney's phone changes multiple times before she admits to sending it to the Dominican Republic after also admitting to taking the money, another major difference in her initial claims.
Esta es la hora.
No me
You took the money
Entonces, ¿qué
and you
pasó?
sent the phone to the Dominican
¿Qué pasó
Republic.
con ella?
No sé.
What,
Ella salió enojada.
what happened?
Yeah.
Because I missed all this. I missed all this.
She
What?
left upset.
She left upset. How did you? What was the conversation? Walk me
Ya yo
through.
le
You
dije
wake
ya.
up.
She told me.
Because you're being honest now, right?
Ya yo
Are
te
we-
dije, yo no voy a repetir lo mismo.
She's not gonna repeat it.
Okay, so tell me what happened. So you can understand,
dije,
right?
Rooney was apparently approached her at the door. She would not open her bedroom door. And
You
Rooney,
wouldn't open the door, right?
Right. And
Okay. What
Rooney-
time was this?
around 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Rooney kept questioning her about her money and the fact that she wanted her money, and she told her she would get her the money.
Yeah, I
whether
want
she
my money
wanted
too.
it.
It's for my family.
Okay.
And then after that, according to her, sometime after that, Rooney just left the house. That's why she was saying upset.
Okay.
And that's why, remember in the beginning, I questioned her. Hold on, you never talked to her, but you know that she left upset.
Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's when I brought up, hey, listen, she's not going to just leave her phone. She's going to come back for her phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
So I'm just playing this out, right? Jazelle, I want to talk to you. Open the door. I came here. Come out here. No, I don't want to talk to you. We'll talk through the door. Okay, well, where's my money, Jazelle? Where'd you put it? I don't want to talk
Open
about
your
it right now, okay? And do you
Aw.
see how this conversation's going right now, Jazelle? This doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna be opening the door.
Yo voy a forzar esa puerta abierta.
I'm gonna be opening the
Yo quiero mi
door.
plata y yo voy a forzar esa puerta abierta.
Hey, I told you I don't want to talk about this right now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm getting upset because she's still knocking, banging on my door.
Ella no va a parar de pegar esa puerta porque ella quiere hablar
Yeah, you
contigo,
can't
te
just
va a
ignore a
confrontar,
conversation
se
like
puso
that.
nerviosa, y tú
Where's
abriste
the
la puerta
money?
para, mira, párate
Where's
con
my
esa
money,
copada, con tu
Jazelle?
plata.
On the flip side, Rooney's over
O
here.
ella trató de
Let
pegar esa
me
puerta porque de
in.
verdad
I
la
want to
puerta,
talk to you
Damn, this is
about
getting
this,
kind of loud.
Rooney.
It's blowing out my ears.
Right?
esa puerta con un poquito de fuerza se abre.
She has her phone on her. She's not just gonna leave, put her phone down, walk out.
Okay, me pregunta ella me va a poner una máquina o ella va a estar.
If you're gonna put her in the machine or what you're gonna keep doing.
I'm just, this doesn't make sense to me.
Me pregunta ya.
I don't have to
Ella
put you on a
ella
machine
sabe
to
más
tell
que
you
yo.
that this
Que
isn't
me
the
haga la
honest
pregunta me tengo que
truth.
hacer ya, porque.
Where's our money?
repetir
See,
lo
they need to
mismo,
find
repite lo mismo, repite lo
Rooney's
mismo.
body.
We're having you repeat this over and over again because you haven't been truthful from us from the very get-go.
Eso me estresa que me estén repitiendo la misma
It's
cosa.
stressful because you've been lying.
Desde el principio, tú has mentido.
Pero okay, pero ya te
Stressful
dije.
because you've been lying is
O
true.
sea, no entiendo.
You haven't been honest with us from the get-go.
Tú no eres una persona de confrontar, tú no eres una persona de estresar, me dijo.
I don't need to hook you up to a lie detector machine for you to tell me that you haven't been telling me the complete truth.
¿Sabes qué pasó este día?
In light of Giselle's statements, a search warrant for her cell phone and apartment is granted.
Si hay una orden.
Orlando Police.
Is that a
Anyone in
neighbor?
the apartment? Orlando Police. Anyone in the apartment?
What is that above me? A roommate?
Orlando Police. Is anyone in the apartment?
¿Qué es lo que pasa? Yo no entiendo.
An arrest affidavit shows that Giselle allegedly made multiple alarming searches around the time of Rumi's disappearance.
This is crazy. What side of the body is the aorta on in your heart? Home Depot and Walmart. Hours for Home Depot. There's a 4-hour gap with this, by the way. That's crazy. 9, 11, 12. Wait. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5-hour gap. So, this is why we delete search history. Even if you deleted it, it would still pop up. This is why you go to a local library and Google these things. You didn't hear that from me, though. But there's a 5-hour gap here. When do you think she killed her? When do you think she killed her? Obviously, by this point, she tried to search on Amazon for a mini electric saw. Girl, it's not going to get delivered fast enough. Did I even Google the books in the library? True. Don't even check them out. Just read them. Newspapers. Honestly, you got to plan a murder like 2 years in advance because they're going to ask the librarian, oh, which books was this person reading? Do you remember? And it's going to be like a year ago. They're going to be like, I don't know. I don't even know what this person looks like. The library from the next town over. Enjoy lurking at 05. Between the hours of 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. On which day? You think on the 26th? Oh, yeah, this would probably be... Yeah. I don't know. What if she forgets which side of the body the aorta is on? What if she forgets that? Because they had the argument on the 25th, I'm pretty sure. And she reports her missing on the 27th. Oh, during the execution of the search... Thank you for the follow, Sukuna ASMR. Hope you enjoy your stay as a blood bite. The aorta's on the left. Duh. Search warrant for Jazelle's apartment. Several areas of dried blood were located on multiple interior walls, doors, the ceiling, baseboards, floor, living room, television. Jesus. The TV? Girl, you did not clean, huh?
Including which side of the body the aorta is on.
The telly.
What do they
Has she
do
never gone
with
for the heart
trash
before?
in
I guess not.
Orlando? Furthermore, investigators said dried blood was found strewn throughout the apartment that was later confirmed to be Rumi's. A blood expert would also later classify some of the spatter as cast-off stains resulting from a swinging object. Despite Jazelle's conflicting statements and evidence found on her cell phone and in her apartment, the 39-year-old is let go, while Rooney remains missing. Nearly 2
Wait,
years
we let her
pass
go?
before detectives track down Jazelle once again, this time nearly 1,200 miles away in
Connecticut?
Hi, ma'am.
Wait, they didn't get her 2 years.
Yes, it's Jazelle, right? Okay. So I'm Detective Noel.
They let her go? Did they not? I guess they didn't find the body, huh? I guess it was insufficient evidence, right? But like, we all know by this point, this woman is guilty, right? That's crazy.
Okay. I have a couple of detectives here with me from Orlando. Okay. So I have a search warrant to take your DNA.
Okay.
Okay, but we have to do it at the police department.
Okay, I have to go now?
Yes.
Hi.
Look at her. She's so friendly.
We have to go now?
Yes, we have to go now, yes.
We have to go in the car or I go with you or?
You can drive us, but you got to follow us and stay with us, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in front of you.
That's so nice. We could just like, she can drive herself.
Okay?
I don't know. I've never been in this situation.
Follow us, okay? Okay, all right. And when we get to the police department, we're going to explain everything to you, okay? All right, do you want to...
Jazelle is escorted to a police station, where this time, detectives have even more to talk to her about.
You told a couple people you had a fight, right? We talked to some neighbors upstairs. We got a lot of stuff to indicate.
I bet she thought she was home
You guys
free.
had a fight. That's okay. You can have a fight with somebody.
Yeah, everybody fine.
Sure.
Why would you go for something with so much blood? Seriously, there's much cleaner ways to kill people. I mean, it's very assured, I guess. But like, she probably thought she was fucking home free. That's probably why she was smiling. She's like, hey guys, 2 years later, like, did you find anything? Because it's been 2 years. She was let go, obviously. They had grilled her and they let her go. So obviously she thought she was fucking scot-free. There's no way. They probably found the body by this point. If they're coming for her again 2 years later, they either found the body or found more evidence, or they reopened the case or something. But they have something for her.
So who hit? So like, who put hands on who first? Did she get at you first? Did she come at you?
Yes.
Okay. What did she do to you? She hit you?
She hit her?
Galleta, una galleta.
Okay, so
There was a physical fight now.
inicialmente tú estabas en el cuarto cuando ella llegó, ¿correcto? Sí, pero so I was asking her at what point did she come out of the room? Because initially she told us you were talking to her through the door, and then at what point did you come out? Because she said that she smacked us. So at what point did you?
You don't remember your story from 2 years ago?
Just tell us what happened. Just tell us she hit her. Where did she hit her? And just tell us what happened. Walk us through. She hit her. We'll get to the when she came in the room. Fine, that's later. But she hit her.
¿Te dio y qué pasó?
No recuerdo ya. Yo trato como de bloquear como todas esas cosas, o sea.
So she's saying she's like, I'm not an aggressive person unless you push me.
Sure.
That's what I was like, yeah, that's
That's fine.
Eso normal.
That's not the, yeah, that's not the question.
A tu casa enfogonada por el dinero.
Ya, no sé más.
Okay, so she's saying, yeah, they fought, and then after the fight, she left, and she left her phone in the apartment. Okay, so she's saying that they were punching each other, hitting each other. I asked her, did anybody pick up anything? She said that Rooney hit her with a purse. She was swinging her purse, and it was very heavy. I said, well, did you pick up anything? She said, no, I didn't pick up anything.
Now, Jazelle admits the pair did come to blows, a direct contrast of her 2022 claim.
So actually, I said, what stopped the fight? She's like, she doesn't remember. She was like, we just stopped. I was like, well, what happened? Did she go to her room? Where did she go after the fight finished? Did she leave right away? She said no. She was like, I went to my room, and then I said, well, where?
With this story now, right? With this one, she could be like, we had a fight. During the fight, her phone fell out of her purse because she hit me with her purse, and then she left, and I don't know where she went. You could have had this alibi this whole fucking time. It would have been way better than what you said before. Because that would explain her dried blood everywhere. Because if you had a little fight, boom. Now, if you had then left your phone, I don't know, there's CCTV at fucking Walmart and everywhere that can like AI track your face. I don't really know what the solution here is. Go in with the mask? I don't know. They can still track your license plate through the traffic cameras too. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution here is to kill people.
Where did she stay at? She was like, she stayed in the
Bike
living room.
everywhere.
She was like, I think she went to her room and maybe the bathroom, and then she left, and she left the phone in the house.
So
This
she
is why I bought a
got
bike at
the
garage
phones
sale for
there.
$10.
Um,
Thank you,
tell me about
Poco.
the cameras that you had in your
Hello,
apartment
hi,
at the time of
hello,
the
hi.
Where did they?
There's no statute of limitations on killing somebody, which I don't think is fair. Do you know how much effort it takes to grind bones into dust? You invented body cams? Did you, Poco? You did a great thing. You did a great thing, Poco. You're lying to me again? Damn it. How much effort it takes to grind bones to dust? I mean, probably quite a bit. CCTV is assuming you live in an area where that's common. It's not very common in smaller towns. I have lived in a bunch of small towns, right? Where they still have cameras everywhere. Like, I have been in the smallest, dingiest Dollar General known to man in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they still had cameras in the store. Every store has cameras. And I used to work at Dollar General, so I know for sure store managers are required to watch all of their camera footage once per week and just roll it back. They watch it on like 3 times speed, but they do watch it once a week. That's one of their jobs. Tarnix, thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay as a blood bite. Fluffing CCTV. Yeah, there's always cameras. There's probably less in smaller towns. It's not super common where I live then. You probably just don't see them. But cameras are pretty common. But like even in like the smallest middle of nowhere, I think the easiest chance you have of killing someone is if you lived in a completely off-grid town where the cops don't come by, like in the middle of nowhere fucking Alaska. And even then, they'd know. They wouldn't have any proof, but they'd know. No one's ever going to say anything to you, but they're always going to act a little different towards you after.
Go after that. You had cameras in the apartment.
Yeah,
And they weren't just in your bedroom, they were in the living room.
In my bedroom.
And you had one in the living room.
You had cameras?
No, yeah, I sent to my sister.
So you had those cameras there, right?
You have cameras in your apartment?
Sí, my sister. Not my sister, to my mom. In the box.
Same box with the chainsaw?
¿There?
Same box with the chainsaw?
La misma caja con el cortador que compraste.
No, porque el otro era para allá, para la casa, para la otra casa.
¿Qué otra casa?
Donde mi abuela vivía.
De tu tío.
Your grandma?
She said no, that was in a different box. So that was
to your grandma's house?
Yeah, to the grandma's house.
Okay.
So she's trying to say the cameras weren't working, and I'm asking. I said the cameras are working very well. I said because it recorded before. And it recorded after. I said, I even recorded the day you shipped it.
Using your binder as a laptop stand, W.
Yeah. On the 27th.
Common college student hack.
Why wouldn't you have told us about the cameras and you just shipped them out? I said, and why is the day of the fight the only day missing on the cameras? And she's like, oh, she kind of said that the cameras weren't working right. I was like, no, they're working very good. It has a lot of recording on it.
I'll show her.
I said, but it doesn't have that day. She's like, well, it has a memory card, right? I was like, yeah, it does. I said, and it recorded before and after.
Right.
Windows 11.
Investigators said they tracked down the missing cameras and reviewed the SD cards, revealing a day of footage missing, conveniently covering the time period of the alleged fight.
Truth doesn't change.
La verdad no cambia.
But when you tell things that aren't true, you have to remember what you said.
Pero cuando empiezo a hablar mentira,
Exactly.
tienes que recordarte de la mentira.
Sure,
exactly.
You didn't tell us about the phone. What you told us when we sat and talked to you and you raised your hand and swore to tell the truth wasn't true.
Something I just want to point out, right? When people have a translator, I really like when the person is still talking to the person instead of facing the translator, occasionally glancing at the translator, right? But like you're still talking to the person, even if it's through a translator, you're still respecting them by like making eye contact with them and expressing your body language and what you want to say. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've translated a lot for my family. Less so as I'm an adult and they learn better English. but just making sure to remain facing the person you're talking to even while translating, that shows like a big deal of respect.
Okay. However, you also told one of the chefs from Made in Puerto Rico, in a text message, to call her phone.
Puerto
And that's
Rico.
a couple days after. So you knew you had her phone then. You knew
Thanks,
you had her
Flash.
phone. See, the thing is, you knew you had her phone that night on Christmas Day because you answered it, remember? We already discussed this, didn't we? About 9 o'clock at night, when her mom called, you answered her phone. You remember telling us that?
She killed her on Christmas Day already.
Like, blood doesn't go away. Like, no matter how much you clean it or what you, to the naked eye, it's gonna looks like it disappears. Like, but it doesn't disappear. She's like, yeah, well, to the naked eye, yeah, it looks like it'll disappear. ¿Quién te ayudó a limpiar?
Nadie.
¿Tú limpiaste toda esa sangre sola?
Sí.
Sasha, who up to clean? She said,
Do you think
"No,
she
but
looks
she
a
said,
little
"You cleaned
worried
all that
now?
by yourself?" She said, yeah.
Or does she
So I
still
said,
look a
"Oh,
little
this is blood." I
confident
said, "This is
confident
against
to
the
you?
law." I said, "So you had to physically move that to clean that." She's like, "Oh yeah, we were fighting everywhere." I was like, "Yeah, but," I said, "this is only what was left after cleaning." I said, "So do you don't think that's a lot of blood for somebody? That's a serious injury?" She was like, "Yeah, serious cut."
Serious cut.
Giselle, you don't forget a fight like this.
I don't believe humans have emotions. I
I
do.
said, all this blood is not something you
I think she
forget
might have known
about.
she was fucked
I
when she
said,
came in
you
for a
said you
DNA
were
test.
bleeding a lot.
I don't know. She still looked a
You
little
said she was
cheery.
bleeding a lot. I said, but all this blood, you're gonna remember where that
I think
blood came from.
I think it
I
sank
said, if you
in
clean up all
once.
this blood,
Maybe when they
you're
showed
gonna
up the
I said,
second
you're
time
gonna
2
remember
years
that blood.
later.
I said, you want to forget. I said, but you didn't forget. You know.
Nosebleeds.
When they found her in Connecticut.
They don't.
Shock is a fun emotion.
This is your
Orexia.
bedroom door.
Y aquí fue que empezó.
Yeah.
Aquí
Look at cleaning. See?
Ahí fue que empezó la pelea.
Look at
No sé, peleamos.
whose blood is this?
No te sé decir cuál de las dos.
Huh?
No
She said, I
sé,
don't know
no
which
sé
of
de
the
las
two.
dos.
Of the between the two?
She said she don't know which of the two that would be.
I'll tell you, we did testing on it. It's Rooney's.
Ya lo mandaron.
Rooney's.
Ya lo probaron.
¿Este de Rooney?
Es de la sangre de Rooney.
Where's that?
¿Qué parte de la casa es eso?
Variable
No,
nature.
esa es la
Yeah.
entrada.
¿Y qué es esto?
Variable
Arriba.
nature of how people react. Yep.
El techo.
El techo.
The ceiling, she said.
On the ceiling.
No.
We were fighting everywhere. I was like, me and you can go blow for blow right now. I can give you the hardest punch in the world, and your blood's not gonna fly up to the ceiling.
Bueno, pues,
I said, that's not a normal place for blood to go flying.
pues hazme la prueba. A ver
I want
cuál
to
de
get a
las
close
dos.
up of her
O sea,
nails. What does her set look
¿Quién
like?
es la sangre?
Oh,
Es de Rooney.
ya. Pues,
Confronted with photos of the scene and the alleged cleanup attempt, Giselle sticks to her story
That
of
name's
not
a little
knowing where
interesting.
Rooney is. But next, detectives reveal even more disturbing details.
Humans operate through a hive mind, so they should respond. No, they don't. They don't respond the
No
same.
chainsaws in that box. She's not allowed to send chainsaws in that box. We check with the shipping
Tu
company.
hermana y dos tías.
Yeah, you can't mail chainsaws. I guess. I don't know. I've never mailed a chainsaw or tried to.
no, porque yo no digo, no se dice que tú pones en la caja. Porque después te cobran
Where did the
impuestos.
chainsaw go? That is a good question.
What's she say?
Because I told her, I said, the shipping company don't allow you shipping. She said, oh,
Yo
you don't
puse-
tell them what's in it, because then they're charging.
No, see, but they open them all in customs. down
Cost a
there.
good deal of money. I
And
guess.
Lo abren allá cuando llega.
we checked on that.
Sí, después te
Abren
cobran.
la caja.
Pero el generador tiene que estar allá.
No, tell her we checked on that.
No.
Remember? We talked to the lady. You were with me. Lady said they open all the boxes when they get to the DR for customs.
Pero sí, el
No, well,
generador.
she's
They
trying to
open
say
all
that
the boxes.
At customs, they steal stuff, is what she's trying to say. And that's why it never got to her mom's house.
Te voy a decir algo.
This sounds like someone nervous doesn't lie. They'll tell
Why
the
did
truth.
you Why did you search what happens to the trash?
¿Por qué buscaste qué pasa con la basura?
Ay, no sé.
She said, I don't know.
You don't know? Does that make any sense to you?
Oh,
What was your
because that's right.
fascination
Her body's in the
with what
dumpster.
happens to the trash in the United States of America and trash in Orlando? Like all of a sudden out of nowhere.
¿Por qué tiempo estaba? ¿Qué pasaba con
The same day
la
they
basura
decided
de
to
Orlando?
be charitable to an uncle that you never even talked to him by a chainsaw. For.
Yo creo que fue en el trabajo que. No sé. quizá
What a
estaba
bad
hablando
time to say. I tried to reconnect with my uncle.
Put up from work.
Because why?
She maybe looked it up because of work.
What does that have to
no
do with
recuerdo.
anything?
Where's
Ahí donde yo trabajaba, no sé.
This time, Giselle isn't able to talk her way out of it and is booked for second-degree murder, tampering with physical evidence, and grand theft. Court records show she
Is
pleaded not
3K
guilty to the
grand
charges
theft?
and is expected back in court this winter. At last check, Rooney remains missing.
They couldn't find her body still? It's a good chunk of change. It doesn't get you far these days, but it is a good chunk, yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Es mi número de teléfono. ¿Puedo tenerlo?
They'll write it down, they'll escriban.
¿Me lo guarda? Porque yo no, esto solo no.
Sí, te lo guardan. Y te lo escriban.
Cuando necesito, ajá.
What is that card?
Oh, where's Contreras? I need more Spanish fluent speaking here.
A month's work at a good job? It is, yeah. She speaks perfect English. Just won't understand, speaks English fine. This is a defense. When my brother was in elementary school and middle school, right? When my parents would sign him up for school, they would be like, he speaks perfect English. He understands English perfectly. Don't let him lie to you. It autoplayed. Oh my God. And a month later, they would check on my brother in school. They were like, oh, yeah, he seems to be struggling with English, so we put him in these other classes. And they're like, he is lying to you. Bonjour, mon petit lapin. Hello, I was sent by stepping on people. Enjoy looking. Oh my God. Reminds me of friends who spoke Spanish but took Spanish classes just to get an easy A. My brother then in college went to try to get to Russian class to try to get an easy A and got a D. And my parents were pretty mad. They were like, you went to go to Russian class for an easy A and you got a D?